What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Val and welcome to my channel. So I wanted to talk about why things don't come easy for chosen ones and why it seems like chosen ones suffer the most. And there's many reasons for this, but one reason is because God has a specific calling on your life and a purpose for you. And your purpose is nothing small. Your purpose is huge and it's meant to be impactful and change lives. And there's times where you may feel like things just don't come easy for you and you're constantly going through something, right? No matter what it is, you feel like you're constantly dealing with some type of problem. It's one thing after another. You take one step forward to take 10 steps back, and it's just always something, right? The enemy sometimes put roadblocks in your way to derail you off course on what God has for you to fulfill. And there's times where the Most High is simply just testing your faith, right? There's times where He's testing your faith because He wants to see if you're still going to keep your faith during the hard times. There's times where He's testing your faith because He wants to see if you're still going to fulfill the purpose that He has for you, even though you're going through something, right? So when you're chosen for a specific purpose, things are not going to be easy, right? Yes, you will have to fight 10 times harder than the next person. Yes, you may have to struggle a little bit more than the next person, right? Your path is not going to mirror somebody else's path. Your life is not supposed to look like somebody else's life. So don't compare your life to somebody else's. Just because you're going through something and you feel like you're constantly dealing with some type of problem and things just don't come easy for you, right? Don't compare your life to somebody else's life. Don't look at other people's success, their accomplishments, their achievements, and what they have. And now you're comparing your life to their life. At the end of the day, you don't really know what people did to get the things that they have. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. You don't know if they had to sell their soul. You don't know if they had to sin to get the things that they have, right? On the outside, it may look good, right? But you don't know what they do behind closed doors. And just because you may not be where you want to be in life and you may have to struggle a little bit more, you may have to fight a little bit more, at the end of the day, the reward will be so much more worth it. When you're walking with the Most High and you're truly trying to fulfill the purpose that He has for you, the reward at the end will be so much more greater and worth it, right? It's better than the mansions, the cars, the fame, the title. The reward will be so much more worth it. So don't be so caught up in comparing your life to somebody else's life. It's not supposed to look like everybody else's, right? When you're chosen for a specific purpose, your path will not look like everybody else's. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to look just straight, right? You may have to go up and down and around and around and up and down again, right? But at the end, the reward will be so much more worth it. And you will look back and everything will make sense. It may not make sense now because you're going through things and things don't come easy for you. But I promise you, at the end, everything will make sense. You will look back and wonder, why was I even mad? Why was I even upset? Why was I worried, right? You will put the pieces together and realize that there's a reason why you had to go through everything that you went through. And everything will start to make sense. It may not make sense now, but it will, right? And sometimes we go through things and it's not even about us, right? We think we're going through something because it's about us, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not meant for us to understand. Sometimes you're going through things because the Most High wants to use your life as a testimony to change somebody else's life. Sometimes you're going through things because God wants people to see the miracles that He's doing in your life, right? So sometimes it's not even about us. Sometimes it's not meant for us to understand. There's times where you could be going through something and the Most High wants to use you to change your family's life or to bring people closer to the light. So there's times where we have to take ourselves out of the situation, even though we're the ones that's going through it, right? And just ask the Most High, why am I going through this? Why are you putting me through this? Is there something that you want me to learn? What do you want me to take out of the situation? Right? Even though it's hard, even though you're the one that's going through it. So there's times where it's really not even about us. He's just using us as a vessel. So don't be so caught up in, comparing your life to somebody else's life, even though things may be hard for you. And again, your path is not supposed to mirror somebody else's path. You will have to fight 10 times harder. You may have to struggle a little bit more than the next person. Some of you have a great calling on your life and a purpose that God wants you to fulfill, and you don't even know it yet. Some of you are destined for greatness and you don't know it. And some people, they can see it in you before you can see it, right? You ever had enemies who just simply don't like you for no reason, right? You never did anything to them, never said anything to them, but for some reason they don't like you, right? Some people, they can see it in you that you're destined for greatness. They can see that there's something in you, there's something special about this person, but you don't even know it yet, right? They can see it, but you can't see it. They know that God has a calling on your life. So some of you have gifts and talents that you can be using for the purpose that God has for you. So for some of you, God has been calling on you and tugging on you for a long time, right? Because he has a specific purpose for you to fulfill. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.